No, I mean, look, we take the regulatory and policy aspects of this area very seriously. We have a significant policy team. We've been publishing and articles on policy and calling for greater regulatory clarity for a long time. I personally go to DC a lot, so we take this stuff very seriously. We were not investors in FTX for those reasons. That we did see red flags, and we've been involved with Coinbase for many years. Coinbase is a very heavily regulated business. They Bank Secrecy Act, KYC, since the beginning. So we take this stuff very seriously. Yes, it's true that venture capital is risky, and we do lose money in a lot of investments. But we're based in the U.S. and we take U.S. regulation very, very seriously, and we're strong advocates for more guardrails around the technology.
And there's a brief clip. You hear a VC telling you that they take crypto very seriously because it's a big deal. Are you not getting it? Are you still sitting on the sidelines? Are you not putting any of your hard work, earned capital in and keep getting your money debased? We'll hear from an expert on what this debasement does here in a second, but you have an option. Opt out. The VCs are doing it. They're putting a lot of their resources, allocating it strictly towards cryptocurrency, because over the next 10 years, this is going to be the fastest horse in the race. And with that, what's happening in Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. Getting straight into it, we have a clip from Jack Mallers, and let's hear what Jack has to say. Listen close.
Here's a quote I love. There are two ways to express power in this world: voice and exit. When voice is no longer sufficient, you have one option.
Exit.
Exit. Get out. Goodbye. And is it going to be hard? Yeah, but that's okay. It could be hard and it's going to be okay. It can be hard and we're going to figure it out. But no, for my generation, for my kids, no, I'm not going to ask politely for Janet Yellen, please, how about this time around? Don't go to war. Don't just spend money you don't have bombing people. Stop giving out stimulus checks. Let something fail, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm tired of it. We created an alternative financial system. I don't need Janet Yellen. And so I don't want any of that shit in my portfolio. And so not only is it the most financially responsible thing, I think it's a movement. It's not Joe Biden's country. It's our country. It's a democracy.
Facts.
So whatever. I mean, I've made my case in point. So I'm done. I'm done holding something that only goes down. Logically speaking, who cares the propaganda that you're told on your TikTok For You page? If I were to look you in the eye and say, do you or do you not want to own something that will only go down? What would your answer be?
Of course not.
Of course not.
There you have it from Jack Mallers. You know how people fund a war. They debase currency to go bomb people. He's opting out of funding war. Every bomb that America drops isn't funded by me. You own dollars. You participate and contribute to that. 100% accurate, 100% spot on. Jack Mallers is definitely an visionary young mind in this space, a thought leader, most definitely. And we just told you this earlier in this video. Why would you continue to work for your hard-earned dollars and keep saving in something that's debasing? Why not earn something that appreciates? Saving Bitcoin. Another update. They can confirm now $191.7 million out of the Grayscale's GBTC ETF today. Outflows continue to slow. So this is an interesting fact. And why are we pointing this out? And why are we talking about this? Look here on the Bitcoin price chart. Right now we're back above 43,000. And as you see, there's a major level we have to pay attention to. That's this level right around here. Yeah, we had wicks up. This is on the weekly chart. But if we get a weekly close above the 43.7, 43.8 range over the next week or two, we're going to see another leg up in the market. As you see right here, we had these wicks up. This was the $49,000 peak a few weeks back. And then the ETF passed. And what happened? We just started melting down. But are we going to get another leg up? And is this rally for Bitcoin not over with yet? But because of the Grayscale GBTC outflow slowing down, the price just this week went from a range of 41.9 up to where we currently are right now, around over 43,000, 43.5, 43.6 at the current time it's recording. Could be higher by the time you see this. But the point is, as the outflows slow down from these ETFs, and the other players, the other 10, 11 ETFs that got passed, continue to keep buying, there's no more sell pressure. Grayscale had a ton of Bitcoin that they were selling that's just been suppressing the price. Could we see $50,000 around the corner? Well, let's hear from James Lavish, and he'll give you his take on what he thinks is going to happen next for Bitcoin and what he sees. Are we going to go up or down? Let's hear from James.
If you look at where Bitcoin has come from, so let's talk about just the charts versus the fundamentals. So if you look at where Bitcoin came from on this last move, right? So it's up 70% ish. You'd have to go down. It'd be down 50% to go down from the highs on the day of the launch to go down to 30,000. I don't see that happening. Could it happen? Of course, it's Bitcoin. Could we retrace back to 37,000? Absolutely. I think that's absolutely well within the possibility of Bitcoin. But that's just looking at trading, right? So looking at the levels and looking at the support levels. But if you step back and we go to what Dave is talking about, it has been existing as an option on this commodity. And now we have these new securities that they're traded, settled, they're marketed just like any other stock in the world. So it's just like buying gold in an ETF, except I would argue better, because of the nature of Bitcoin and the ability to see what's actually in the address that ETF manager holds. But so if you just think about that, and we step back with what has happened over the last few weeks, the 2.5 weeks these things have been trading, or a little less than, we had this massive unlocking of the GBTC. We've all seen it. There's $500 million a day for almost 2 weeks, and now that's tapering off a little bit. We'll see if that continues to taper off. I think it will. And then on the flip side, of course, we didn't get the institutional adoption instantaneously. That takes a little bit of time. But as we do see the institutions lean into this, you have a little bit of education around it, people are looking for something that is the next, that they are looking for that digital gold. And as they get to the understanding around it, that's the key. And that's going to take time. But I think that just snowballs. Does it become this God candle event? It could, if liquidity dries up completely. You could have this massive candle. But I think it's more of a consistent set of candles upwards over the period of the next few months that really drives this price higher, because of that institutional understanding and broad adoption with people who just don't understand how to buy it off an exchange and have your own wallet or signing device and managing the keys. Like, that's just too much for most people.
Yeah.
Bitcoiners, they rail against people about this, but investors are not, they don't expect to have to deal with things like that. They expect to have to be able to just buy and settle it with their broker like a normal thing. And if it's abnormal, it scares them. So this makes it normal to them, and it's going to drive adoption, in my opinion.
In James' opinion, adoption is happening. As he's mentioning, the ETFs that just got released, institutional adoption is not going to happen overnight. That's going to be a more gradual thing, but it's going to ramp up as time progresses. As we've been telling you, James is telling you this too. How many more times do you have to hear from other actors in the space that are telling you what's coming in the near future? And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.